Hey guys, we're waiting for everyone to join and then we get started. So let's wait a minute. Hello everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me and voice is good, and then we will start. Hello everyone. Please let me know if great. So I haven't actually looked at the charts too much, so we're gonna go through some of these. I'm gonna start with the pound because let's start with a quick recap of the pound. If you watched the previous video, we had a forecast. You can watch it if you want. It's still on the channel. Hey all. Good to see more people joining. Great. Um, Perhaps I forgot to mention this in forum. Um, if someone is kind enough to share, maybe I can do it real quick here, so others can join as well. Usually put a link in the forum so other people can join as well. So let me do that real quick. Okay, done. All right. Great, we got a few more people coming in. That's great. Put a link in the forum as well. So, just a quick recap. We did some analysis on the pound. I mentioned that this level could be broken, so I had also another line here connecting these previous bottoms here. And I said that either we get a breakout here or price will bounce and break here, but we got the lower breakout instead. I hope some of you guys did trade this. I did myself towards the lower target. So it was a pretty decent amount of pips on this trade. So if you watched the previous forecast, you probably did see it. I also mentioned some patterns for you as guys that you could repeat these patterns. So if you watch the video, I box them in for you which pattern to look at. And if you look at it, we will see that it actually did repeat. You got the same patterns repeating, the same breakouts, this is actually what helped me take this trade. It was about 50 pips for me, this trade, based on that forecast alone. Very simple, just following the patterns on the 1 hour time frame. You can see the breakout here, and then the pattern repetition here, another break, which was also below this line, and then it fell towards our target just as we assumed it could. And so I'm going to remove that line. As you can see, I had removed this upper line because it's unnecessary to clutter your charts with that, so let's remove those. And you can see this line here intercepts where price bounced. So this is what I drew already last week. I was expecting price to bounce off of this. As you can see here, so if we get a break up from this level, price is coming back inside this trend line, and I wouldn't short it. I would wait to see what's going to happen. It could go up all the way up here to this level, but it could also continue down. If it continues down, we're going to have another ride down, all the way down to, we can see here the previous resistance in this area, and also this trend line here. If we extend it, we can see that it intercepts this same level. So if the price comes down, we want to trade this. So it's especially great for FX traders if they want a lot of pips. This is a good drop if it comes down here. But also pay attention what happened on this level here. You got one big bounce, so a lot of buyers here, another big bounce. You can see the amount of the number of candles here, 3-4 days in a row here bullish, and then the drop. So we got 3 days already, and you can see that the volume is much lower, right? So this is a good indication that this time price might actually not break up. Of course, you can never be 100% sure, but this time we can see it's much weaker than the last time. So you look, every time it bounced here, huge volume. This time not as much. You got a big engulfing candle breaking below the support. We could adjust the support based on this huge bounce here. You can see it's below the support, below this trend line, daily trend line, and also right now it's retracing to it. It's still holding. So if it comes down, starts another rally, we could take advantage of this and trade all the way down. But of course, as usual, pay attention to the lower trend lines. You can see here we still see prices going sideways up, so it's not a good strategy to keep shorting and then price keeps going sideways and up. So don't do that yet. You want to look for patterns. We might not get a pattern repetition like this again. The patterns may change, so you have to keep an eye open on that. But what we can see is typical. It's low volume of buyers pushing up. So what we can do is to wait for a break down here below this line, preferably below this line preferably, and below this trend line preferably, and then we can short this asset again. And of course, like I said, if we get a break up here, and you can see there was a very large support, you can see, so the bulls may come in at this level if we get a break up, and price could go up all the way up to this EMA. So that's for the pound. So now you know how to trade that. So let's go with another asset. Let's go with EURUSD. Again, we go to the daily. So here we also, if we do a quick recap, we were waiting for a break either up or down. So we had some patterns here as well. We had these sideways patterns. Look at them. You can quickly see them. You can see them here. 1, 2, 3, 4 going sideways and a break up. And then this one, which I also talked about in a video, or was it in the Skype group, and we traded this break here. And then here again we got the same pattern but no break. So it broke down this time. Broke down. It's been retracing, and we can see this trend line. It's not completely above or below, so I'm gonna actually adjust that to the tops here. I'm gonna adjust it to these candles. Looks like we have a retracement. So again, to trade EURUSD, you want a break on the upper side, or else we could be shorting the euro. So for now, it's still again sideways. You can see again it's going sideways just like before. So it's still undecided. Huge push here. So the support is pretty strong in this level, which we could see. It's no surprise. Look at the support here in this area. Very huge. Very big support. So big bounce and also big resistance there. So it's not unusual. So we want to wait for a clear decision here, either a break up or down, and you can see that from the last time when we got a break clearly down and then price fell. So we want to wait for that. So I'm going to remove this upper line. We don't need that. So next asset, the correlated USD JPY. Easy to see, price trending down. Nothing strange here. So as we move down, this, we had this before, we've been trading this before, these patterns. They've been repeating. Very nice when it happens over and over. So we got the latest one here, and we can see after it dropped we have some retracement. So right now we don't want to get in on this until this retracement is over. Maybe another bounce back to the trend line. I haven't adjusted this trend line to the candles here. It looks a little bit better if we do this. You don't have to go all the way back. You can actually delete that and draw a new one based on the previous candles. So we could see another retracement, and we have the horizontal line as well to help us with identifying where it could be retracing to. So this is what we want to trade on USD JPY. If it gets back there, we want to wait for another either break down, just like repeating the same patterns here, like this, or like this one, like this one. So we want this to go up and then break, so we can short it again. Or it could, of course, break up. You have to pay attention to EURUSD as well. You can see when EURUSD fell, USD JPY was going up, and then now you see USD JPY is about to, looks bullish, EURUSD looks bearish. So these are the things we want to keep into consideration. Any questions so far? Anything you guys wonder? Okay, let's move on. The CAD looks very strong. So how do we trade this? So first thing I want to look at is a retracement point, because this level seems broken. I want to move my line up based on this huge push here, down, resistance. Here I break the support, so we can see immediately we got a point of retracement here, so we got a target on this level here, so we could be trading that either towards that or short here, but be careful with the reversals. You can see the trend still up. I know some of you guys have already been long with this asset. So this is the target, but also pay attention to this level here. If we get a drop back for a retest. Let's see if it already did that or not. It hasn't done that today. So today it actually broke out of it. Very strong breakout, so it could be going all the way. But like I said, we could still get a retracement back here, a retest, give you another opportunity to get in. And of course the correlated asset here, usually negative correlation. You can see a trend here actually. Look at that. Looks like it wants to break out, but still nothing. So these are good for lower time frame trading if you want to go and do 15-minute, 30-minute time frame trading. You want to look at these patterns, but you can see also this happened before. Look at this, went up, dipped, came back to the trend line, and then it fell. So this was actually repeating those patterns again. This could be really good, especially for binary options, because you can approximate the expiry on this. So look at that, 2 drops, a few candles going up, and then the drop. So this is something we could look at to trade later on. Let's see that here. Went up sideways, this is the previous resistance there. And then the next level, if it gets broken, we could short it because this is correlated to USD CAD. So CAD's going up, Kiwi, if it falls, continues following negative correlation, if it's holding this level, coming back here, we could short it again. So this could be a good trade as well. So those are some of the assets. Also, I forgot the Aussie. This one I actually shared in the forum, in our trading diary. I shared this channel here that it could break either up or down. That this time it didn't go up, it's going down. It could be that it's gonna break, and we can see it actually did break. I don't know if anyone traded this. I actually didn't trade this, and we can see that we could be getting a continuation here as well. It's getting weaker, it's not managing to break up, but we'll have to see. So this level is something we want to check. Let's see it on the daily. Yeah, there is a daily support, so obviously there is support here. So it's not just by chance that it's stopping there, it's a daily support. So we want to see what happens at this level. The support was very strong last time, so this time doesn't seem as strong. And you can see again, normally when you have a breakdown, look at the support. You got the support, bounce, bounce, and then after that it boom, closes below, which also happened here, and then it dropped. So those are the levels you want to look at. Also these patterns on the lower time frame, as always, see if you got any channels, any repetition, any breakouts, and right now we don't have a proper channel there, but we have sideways going candles, so we want to look for a support break here. Or of course it could always break up, in which case pay attention to this trend line. If it's broken, you don't want to go short it, obviously. So what you could do, you could place 2 lines here and wait for a breakout on either side, and then trend following trades. So just make it simple, don't overanalyze it. Very easy. You have a target, and then you have a line that you're waiting for a breakout. That's pretty much it. Any questions, guys? What do you think? I know some of you have your own targets and levels, so what do you guys think on these assets? Any thoughts you want to add? Let me know. Any chart you want to share? Let me know. Okay, so that will be how I'm looking to trade these pairs. And for those of you who are watching later, you're not watching live, if you're watching later, if you're unsure how to trade still, if these analyses are too complicated, feel free to join our Skype group. The link is in the description, so just join. We can discuss more in depth how to approach and how to be able to analyze like this, how to find patterns and so on. So thanks for watching, guys. See you back in the group, or see you in the forums and in the next video.